Outnumbered. Outnumbered is a horde-style game, similar to Nova Drift, Vampire Survivors, and Beat Hazard, but for free. It does have an optional DLC for $3.99 that lets you change the color of your ship, allowing you to stand out better against the enemies, and also reduces the cost of assigning slots on your ship from 25 to 10. The developers at Amped Horizon describe it as a mass enemy top-down shooter with roguelike elements. You may be greatly outnumbered, but not outpowered. Evolve into the ultimate weapon of destruction. I would say that's a very accurate description. Let's get into the mechanics and style, talk about the pros and cons, and discuss whether I would recommend it or not. In Outnumbered, you start with a few beginning experience orbs that give you your first level up and an upgrade. Each level thereafter will require more orbs that you get from killing enemies. In the upgrade screen, you get to choose one of 3 random options. You can pick a main weapon in which you have control of the projectile direction, a secondary weapon or system that automatically activates, a perk that increases your stats, or upgrade an existing item you already have. You fight waves of enemies that increase in difficulty as time goes on. You encounter a boss every 5 minutes, and your main goal is to survive those increments to unlock a better ship. You accumulate in-game currency while playing that is used to unlock slots and purchase items to put in those slots, so as you progress in the game, you can start with your choice of weapons, perks, and even upgrade them. The graphics are simple, but look great. The use of the neon colors really make everything pop. The music is amazing. It is a strong orchestra-style music that slowly builds in intensity over time, along with the gameplay matching the action well. The game starts out really hard, but after a few runs and a few upgrades, you steadily make progress and last a bit longer in typical roguelike style. You are able to freely move around the environment, looking for power-ups while the enemies continue to converge on your location. There are downsides, as to be expected. There is controller support, but the controls in the menus are a bit clunky and hard to navigate. If you use the A button to select your upgrade, as many would, it will turn off the automatic firing for your first weapon since it's the same button. I've found that using the right trigger to select your weapon will avoid that issue, but takes some getting used to. The upgrade window would be easier to navigate if a few buttons were removed. The reroll buttons are where I often lose my cursor, and aren't necessary unless you've picked up the reroll perk as you level. Perhaps just using a different input to reroll would be a better option. There is also an icon in the top right that allows you to change the transparency of the upgrade window. Moving that option to the settings screen instead would also cut down on places for your cursor to get lost in. There isn't much guidance as to how to upgrade or use things like auto-fire. This can potentially turn away new players prematurely. A quick tutorial or guided tour would really help new players discover all of the great features the game offers. The game could use some balancing, specifically in the area of the instant death orbs. The community in general finds them too powerful, but just reducing them to around 75% damage would keep them terrifying without being an instant run killer. Lastly, upon death, the option should be to restart or to upgrade your ship configuration. As it stands, the options are to restart or go to the main menu. When you choose the main menu, you then have to choose Start Game again and then Ship Configuration. Depending on how frustrating your run was, you are more likely to choose Exit from the main menu instead of Start Game, losing player interaction and potentially money. In summary, do I think this game is worth playing as it is? Absolutely. In its current state and for free, it is an absolute must play. I think with some balancing and some added longevity in the way of more halls to upgrade, this game would be a steal at even $4.99 up front. To the developers, great job. But, if you all would excuse me, I've still got another boss to go get. Thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing below for more gaming content, and leave a like, dislike, or comment to let me know what you think of this video. I'm Zidane, and you are awesome.